U.S. dismisses Poland's nuclear weapon proposal. Poland currently allocates a higher percentage of its GDP to defense than any other NATO member, including the United States. U.S. Vice President JD Vance has expressed skepticism over the possibility of President Donald Trump deploying nuclear weapons in Central and Eastern Europe. However, he admitted that this was his personal opinion rather than an official U.S. policy stance. "I haven't spoken with the president about this specific issue, but I would be very shocked if he supported expanding nuclear weapons further east into Europe," Vance told Fox News on March 13 when asked about Polish President Andrzej Duda's comments published the same day in the Financial Times. Poland calls for nuclear deterrence on its soil. President Duda has urged the U.S. to redeploy nuclear warheads currently stored in Western Europe to Poland as a stronger deterrent against potential threats. NATO's borders shifted eastward in 1999, so 26 years later, NATO's infrastructure should also move east, Duda told the Financial Times. According to the Council on Foreign Relations, CFR, U.S. nuclear weapons are currently stationed at 6 NATO bases in Belgium, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, and Turkey. While the U.S. previously stored nuclear weapons in the UK and France, those countries no longer host American warheads, having developed their own independent arsenals. The U.S. maintains a rotational force of 10,000 personnel in Poland. During a recent visit to the country, U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth confirmed that Washington has no plans to reduce or withdraw its presence in the near future. Divided opinions within Poland. President Duda acknowledged that Poland could potentially seek additional protection under France's nuclear umbrella but dismissed Prime Minister Donald Tusk's suggestion that Warsaw develop its own nuclear arsenal, calling such a move unrealistic and stating that it would take decades. Duda also expressed hope for an expanded NATO nuclear sharing program in Europe, an initiative he unsuccessfully proposed to the Biden administration in 2022. His aide, Wojciech Kolarski, echoed this call during an interview with Poland's RMF-FM radio, arguing that nuclear protection would enhance Poland's security, especially as the country shares borders with Ukraine, Belarus, and Russia's Kaliningrad enclave. However, Prime Minister Tusk, a political rival of Duda, reacted cautiously to the nuclear weapons proposal. He suggested that such matters should be handled discreetly rather than discussed openly in the media, but acknowledged that the president had good intentions. "We should publicly set certain expectations only when we are sure or at least have reason to believe that such appeals will be heard and met with a positive response from the U.S. administration and President Trump," Tusk told reporters. On March 7, Tusk revealed that Poland is in talks with France, the EU's only nuclear power, regarding President Emmanuel Macron's proposal to use France's nuclear deterrence capabilities to protect Europe from external threats. Poland's growing defense spending. Poland is currently NATO's highest defense spender as a percentage of GDP, surpassing even the United States. In 2024, the country's defense budget reached 4.1% of GDP, with plans to increase it to 4.7% this year. Former Polish ambassador to the U.S., Marek Magierowski, stated on March 14 that Poland ideally wants nuclear capabilities from both Europe and the U.S. However, he acknowledged that the issue is intertwined with Poland's internal political debate on relations with the EU and Washington. According to Magierowski, while Prime Minister Tusk is inclined to strengthen ties with EU partners, the message from Duda and the opposition Law and Justice Party, PiS, is clear: you may not like Trump's policies, but turning away from the US now would be irrational and self-destructive.